What is going on, everybody? Chase Crawford here with another episode of According to the Internet, and today's episode is presented by Holonis.com. Technology has created a massive opportunity, the opportunity for each and every one of us to monetize our own ideas, skills, talents, and to be an entrepreneur. And although that opportunity exists, only a small percentage of us have truly taken advantage of it, because today, understanding and navigating everything needed to succeed as an entrepreneur in the digital economy is complicated, expensive, and time-consuming. Holonis is here to change all of that. Holonis believes the economy of the future will be built from a collective power of entrepreneurs using their unique ideas, skills, and talents to thrive. And that's why they built the first ever social commerce platform. That's right, they combined social media, e-commerce, and content creation on a free, easy-to-use platform. You can check it out at holonis.com. That's HOLONIS.com. And today we're joined by my childhood best friend, and still to this day, one of my best friends, Jesse Dean Jr. Jesse, how are you doing, man?
Chase, man, I'm good. Thanks for having me today.
Really excited to have you on. I know as soon as I launched this thing, you were just like balls to the walls, like supportive of it, and I appreciate that. Can you put that over there?
Yeah, totally. Yeah, it's a new medium. It's something I never really explored before. I'd heard about it, and I kind of just, so since it started, it's kind of been cool for me because it's opened me up to different podcasts.
I know you're telling me you were listening to Joe Rogan. Now you're into like the 3-hour long, like awesome conversational podcast. It's really cool.
Yeah, I've been a lot less productive at work, but yeah.
That's not what I hear, dude. You're killing it at work. That's what you're telling me.
Well, we'll see. Yeah.
No, that's what you were telling me.
Yeah.
Hard worker, dude. You're killing it.
Things are going well. It's funny how, I listen to these podcasts and there are different artists and actors and stuff that you've got on and I'm a salesman. So
yeah, dude.
I'm less exciting, but.
So Jesse and I have known each other since we were probably 5 years old. Same kindergarten class, same soccer team, same baseball teams. Literally like same everything growing up. I know I talk about my hometown a lot, but we had a graduating class of 160 people, so everyone knew everyone. And me and Jesse were like the tag team troublemakers, I think, throughout school. It's safe to say that whenever I was in the office, Jesse was in the office, and so on. Jesse, why don't you share a couple of your favorite memories?
Yeah, we spent a lot of years terrorizing the town. Ding dong ditching was our jam.
That was our prank of choice. We also like TPing when we could scrounge the money together.
Yeah, dude, all the classics. We'd snag them from the bathroom and open up the window and drop them down and make sure we can go get it later.
Do you remember the one time we asked your neighbor for toilet paper because we told him that we were out and you were in the middle of a dump and he gave us toilet paper and then we used his own toilet paper to TP his house?
Like 4 rolls for my dump. It was really, it was nice of him, but it ended up backfiring. Yeah, and it's pretty crazy. Yeah, we've been through a lot of things that we probably shouldn't have done, but hey, it's got us where we are now. So
yeah, man, and it's crazy today. Like I think about it all the time. There's so many people that I was friends with in school and stuff that I don't talk to now because you really realize it's like you always saw those things like, oh, after high school you see who your friends really are because you don't see them every day, but it's like. You went away to college for 4 years. I had a wife and kid and did all of the family stuff. And then like somehow we reconvened and picked up like there was no time ever lost, which I think that shows a lot about just the type of friendship we had. To me, it's more like a brotherhood. And I told you this 100%. The other night, dude, like it's
I do.
Yeah. We just spent every day around each other, every day with each other. We grew up in the same town. We played all the same sports together. I see your parents as an extension of my family. I see them as my parents. I see your family as my family. And it's just really cool.
Yeah, it's the same. Yeah, it's been great to know. It's great to
still
have this.
See you, Chase.
It's great to have this friendship that we can continue forever. So it's yeah, pretty cool. I know my parents will like to hear that. Forever? My mom will listen to this. Hey, Mom.
Forever, ever. Oh, man. So let's just get right into it.
All right, rock on.
Alex Jones, the guy from Infowars.com, got his Facebook page deleted, got his podcast taken off iTunes, got his YouTube channel taken down, all of this stuff because just repeated hate speech. And now at least from what I see, right? I don't want to generalize an entire group of people, but it seems as if the conservative right believe that these privately owned companies are after free speech. It's an attack on free speech.
Well,
What do
and
you
so
think?
it does. I don't think it helps that. What's his show called? That it's like
Something.
right. It's something.
I thought it
totally generalizes.
I thought it was a Who Is America skit. It's like
Yeah.
it's like Right Talk Now or
Yeah,
something.
it's very outward.
And the clip that we watched, of course, is probably like one of the worst clips, but it's like where he says that tap water is turning the frogs gay, and like
It's a shame that people still think that way.
It's crazy that someone who it's just crazy that platform was even supported around him, right? That of people, because this guy, he has come up with so many conspiracy theories, right? And some of them do make you think, like chemtrails and all of that stuff, but it's not like he necessarily came up with those conspiracy theories of like, oh, chemtrails are dropping chemicals and making us think a certain way, right?
Sure.
Whatever. But he came up with this conspiracy that Sandy Hook was a setup, and that's where all of these crisis actor theories came from, and all of this stuff. And the parents of Sandy Hook sued him. I don't know if you know this right now.
Not entirely. I don't know a ton about what his past is and everything he's been, but imagine if that's your child,
dude. It's terrible. The thing is, those parents no longer have children, and they're still they're still going through that torment every day because people on the internet are sending the messages, oh, you're a crisis actor, whatever, yada, yada, yada.
Yeah.
And now they're having to sue this guy just because of what he's put them through.
Sure.
And I think it goes without saying that his wife left him.
The wife and the kids are gone.
Yeah, wife and the kids are
Sour
gone.
old
Dude
man.
is a certain level of psychotic. That's for sure. But he's also someone like, when I think about someone like him, I'd love to have him on the show and just talk to him.
Well,
right?
Sure. People would love to listen to him.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
First and foremost.
It's like when you watch Rogan's stuff with him, it's a crazy conversation because you just learn so much about people when you come in with the mindset that you want to have a conversation about something instead of just wanting to attack and make fun of them.
Right. It's good to have an open mind.
Yeah.
Obviously, things are inherently wrong, but when you know what I mean.
Yeah, of
but
course.
I do think it's important to get different views, and to get someone like that on your show would be awesome. Yeah, that's what people want to hear.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's next week, right?
Yeah, but today we have you. Tell me a little bit. I see you're wearing the Giants cap today. Tell me about that trip.
Oh yeah, we went to San Francisco.
Who's we?
My girlfriend and I, Josie, we went to San Francisco a few months ago. Beautiful. I'd never been out that way before. Cincinnati, born and raised.
Mm-hmm.
Really, I've left here like 3 times in my whole life.
Mm-hmm.
But we went out there. We went up to Napa, California.
Yeah.
Spent way too much on wine.
Of course.
But it was amazing. The landscape was awesome. Something that was really an eye-opener to me that I didn't know. San Francisco is like number 1 in the country for sales of coats. Because it's cold, dude. It's freezing. We went to a Giants game. It was an evening game at 7:00. It was in May.
Yeah.
Which you figure would be warm, but I was wearing, it was like 40 degrees.
We've got to think they're on the same line as like Ohio, right?
Right. From the equator.
Yeah. Whatever it's called.
Yeah, so I think, and I don't know for sure, but I think a big part of it has to be that they're in the Bay. So it kind of,
it's like Chicago.
It's muggy. But it's
the snowstorms are always worse in Chicago because the water just comes up from the lake and pours into the city.
Right.
The snow
There's
comes
fog
into the city. Yeah.
all over San Francisco all the time. So sunshine really doesn't come through. And when I think California,
is that
sunshine,
smog?
No, fog.
You think it's fog?
It is.
Have you been to LA?
No.
The first time I went to LA, I thought it was fog, and someone was like, "Dude, that's pollution. That's smog.
It's just awful toxins in the air."
Yeah.
We could talk about that too, man. The California wildfires is the biggest wildfire ever in California. Did you know that? Did you see that?
I didn't know. It's going on right now.
Yeah, it's killed.
I really didn't know that.
10 people, I think. Yeah, and it's as of a few days ago, they deemed it the biggest wildfire in California history.
I'm looking it up right now. That's crazy.
Yeah, check it out. And I don't think it's very controlled right now. I think it's very like it's in
This just happened.
Yeah, there's no life there.
Yeah.
Where it is now, but with the way the wind can go.
It says the Mendocino Complex fire is the largest wildfire in California history. More than 14,000 firefighters are battling over a dozen major blazes across the state.
Think about that, man.
I know that's a lot of manpower. Northern California became state's scorching 290,000 acres. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, 290,000.
How is this not in the news right now?
Well, I don't know. I mean, saw it.
It is on the news, but it's just like...
It's not out. Well, sure.
It hasn't
talk about... we don't need to talk about it.
And, well, it hasn't gone through the point of like the virality of a lot of the stories.
Yeah, they said the space that it's covered is the size of LA.
Yeah.
Just to kind of put it in perspective.
It looks about right. When you look up the fire, it looks like it's in the Mendocino National Forest north of San Francisco. So probably about an hour and a half outside of San Francisco, and even up north closer to like Red Bluff and Anderson, which are like, it's actually getting close to Weed, California. Did you hear about that town?
No, what? I mean, I can only imagine.
A cannabis company bought the town and is turning it into a weed resort.
The whole town's a weed resort?
That's what they're turning it into. So
what qualifies? What makes it a weed resort?
I think that they're doing like a bunch of different like. I think that they're building like a Cheech and Chong style roller coaster that's like a bus type of thing that you get on. And then they're building like, of course, just a bunch of cannabis stores and a plethora of ways to get high, I'm sure.
So it's all just Dope Central.
Yeah. They should rename it Dope Central California.
It'll be interesting to see how like, because obviously it's getting regulated more and more every day. It'll be interesting to see what kind of different moves our country and like what people want to see, because one day, weed's not going to be like
illegal anymore.
Right. And it's going to make it kind of less cool just because that's how things go, I think. But it'll be interesting to see if things like that catch on. Like,
I actually think beer got more cool since they brought it back.
Yeah, I'd say there are some cultural differences between now and when beer wasn't legal. But that might not have anything to do with it.
Yeah. I actually think that marijuana will become like cigarettes here.
And then what will become the new marijuana?
Coke.
You think so? Could be.
No.
I don't really know my shit that well.
Look, you have to think about the landscape, right? Over in England and Spain and all of those countries, they literally smoke spliffs like people here smoke cigarettes or people here vape, right? So it's legal there. It's been legal there for a while, and that's just how common it is for people to smoke that there. But then I think that this country has an opioid addiction like no other. I think that when you regulate marijuana, it's gonna, whenever you regulate anything through our government, they're probably gonna try to incorporate some toxins or something that just makes it super addictive and terrible for your body or something. Like, it's just like, smoking anything is probably not good for your body.
Sure,
right? Relative to like smoking nothing, I guess. But yeah, like, it's just, I don't know, man. This, like, when you talk about this type of stuff, that's where like the water starts to get really muddy.
Sure. And something that, and I don't know if this was the direction you were going, but something that I was really thinking about, it just randomly came, my brain is always thinking of weird shit. So I was listening to a podcast on my way to work the other day, and there was this genetic professional, and he was talking about how there's something out there. It's very close, but if you have a peanut allergy, if you're born with a peanut allergy, they can basically insert this into your body. You can go in, grab the peanut allergy, get rid of it.
Really?
You're no longer allergic to peanuts. And they're talking about how basically the guy said that we're part of the last generation of people that won't live past 110. He was like, it's very realistic.
Well, damn, that sucks.
150. Yeah, we're just barely late. But and initially I was like, that shit's not real, right? You just don't want to believe that. But then I think to someone who's, 80, 85 years old now, and think about what the world's like now, there's no way they saw that coming.
Well, the generation before them probably lived until, 60, 70. Generation before that probably lived until 50, 60.
But all kinds of different shit. Smartphones, different.
I
so
wouldn't
really,
doubt that. Yeah, I
there's
wouldn't
no
doubt.
limits to what could be out there. Just kind of is cool.
Because
Let your mind
in
run.
theory, scientifically, your body, you could just keep getting new organs and stuff, right? And become like some type of vampire. Who was that really rich guy who kept getting a bunch of new hearts? Vanderbilt or something?
I have no clue. I've never heard of that guy.
Or he was part of some like Rothstein family. He was like a part of a really expensive, wealthy, inherently wealthy family. And he had like 11 heart transplants and lived to almost 100 years old, I think.
Jeez, he had 11 hearts and still didn't even make it to 100.
Yeah, I know.
That's like...
But he was rich.
Less than 10 years per heart.
Yeah, he was just really, really rich. So I don't know.
Yeah, and there's got to be limits because, I mean, we were made to die, right? I mean,
we're getting really into
really. I mean, we're born and
theological stuff.
We can have babies and then we can't have babies anymore and then we decay. So imagine if you can live to 150. Like, I don't know. What happens?
I feel like you'd just be able to accomplish so much more. So the guy's name was David Rockefeller.
Oh, okay.
Of the Rockefeller family,
I mean, yeah, that kind of rang a bell when you said, but I still don't.
30 Rock, the TV show.
Yeah.
NBC Studios is on Rockefeller Avenue in New York.
And this dude got 11 hearts and I never knew it?
6.
6.
But look at what he looked
That's
like.
a little more efficient. But...
Look at what he looked like.
Oh, yeah. He doesn't look like he's having fun, man.
Dude, like his eyes are all swollen and red. Like, Jesus.
I couldn't imagine that doesn't take a toll on your body. Getting a new heart. I mean,
That's the thing I don't understand about plastic surgery either, right? It's like you get a nose job and like you're laying in bed for multiple weeks because it's like you're recovering from a broken nose. You're recovering from a self-inflicted broken nose.
Hey, man, still cute though.
Yeah, I guess. I guess so. I'll stick with my schnoz for now.
Yeah, I'm good too.
I know a lot of people who they get sick a lot, so they get something done with their nasal passages or whatever.
Like up in their sinuses?
Yeah.
And it's considered plastic surgery?
Yeah, of course.
I guess when I think plastic surgery, I just think of someone who wants to look
fake
better.
Tits or whatever.
Sure, right.
Yeah.
I mean, more power to you if you want them. It's none of my business, right?
I was surprised. Rolling into our next topic about Rough and Rowdy.
Oh,
I was surprised. I genuinely had no idea that female bodybuilders got plastic surgery because they like lost all of the mass in their midsection.
Yeah, I'm no expert, but I work at
no expert.
Well, I work at a gym, so I feel like I follow them on Instagram and stuff like that. So I kind of knew that was a thing. But yeah, when you think about it, bodybuilding is all about what your body looks like compared to others. So
that's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, whatever you think about it, your boobs are part of it. Yeah, and it is funny because where did we see that?
Rough and Rowdy, the ring girls.
But one of the ring girls. Yeah, that one ring girl, the first one.
Oh,
the big girl.
Big Bertha. That's my girl.
If you haven't seen Rough and Rowdy, make sure you go check it out. It's a Barstool Sports thing.
Not sponsored.
Oh, yeah, shoot. I guess I can't do that.
No. Because we talked about Rough and Rowdy last time. It wasn't sponsored.
It was a blast. Yeah, go ahead.
We watched Rough and Rowdy this past weekend. Me, you, and Tyler who's going to be on the podcast one of these days. So Rough and Rowdy is amateur boxing. It's these people settling personal beefs, 3 1-minute rounds, completely untrained in boxing. So you just get the worst form or these crazy matchups.
Yeah.
And then they have like ring girl competitions. And like, of course, they just have like crazy fat chicks. And then they have like a few Instagram models mixed into that.
Yeah, really
it keeps
not right.
It keeps it funny.
Yeah,
right?
It does. There were people in the stands that had signs to rate them.
Oh my God. Yes, I remember
from like 0 to 10.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't.
It's a very fratty thing.
Yes, 100%. I mean, what's the guy's name that runs Barstool? What's his name? Big Cat?
El Prez?
Yeah, whatever.
El Prez runs it.
Oh, man, he looks like a frat star, which is okay.
Big Cat is definitely with the yellow sunglasses or whatever. Yeah, he definitely. He's not. I don't think he runs it though. I think Dave Portnoy runs it.
See, you might be right. I don't know. I'm not qualified to say for sure. But it was awesome. I think that it was
a great event.
The thing that I noticed the most from that is you watch a real boxing event like Manny Pacquiao, right? And he, like, their rounds will go for, I don't know, 10 minutes, right? And towards the end of the round, you're like, why are you guys hugging each other? Like, you're a professional boxer. And you see these just average Joes like you and me out there boxing, and they're going for a minute.
And
after
they're
20
dead.
seconds, they're dead. Yeah, it's like, man, that's probably more like what I would be like. It's just funny because you think these people have superhuman abilities because they're on TV. And
yeah, no, I completely agree. And I think that's why we need average people in the Olympics.
I think you're right.
Put me out there and run 3,200 meters in the... Like, have you seen it's like a 2-mile race and they'll finish it in like 9 minutes. And I'll be like, dude, this is so boring to watch. They're so slow. They're running 4-minute and 30-second miles. 2 of them.
Yeah.
Right? Put me out there. I'll finish in like 18 minutes. Like
18? That's good. I don't know that I could get 18 now.
I could definitely probably do it in 20.
20 I could do. 18, it would be pushing.
Yeah. You think so? The next Rough and Rowdy is in Lexington, Kentucky, which is an hour and a half away from us.
We should go. Really?
I think that we're going to go.
I think it'd be awesome.
Tyler asked his girlfriend for permission.
Did he? That's good. That's a good first step, I guess, if that's what you do.
Grant asked his girlfriend for permission, and I just told Alex I was going.
Do you hear this guy? We all need to be more like Chase. Don't we?
I'm just kidding. I love her and I'm very considerate, but you know.
I do. I know what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying.
I think it's important to find what is important to you.
Exactly. And that is Rough and Rowdy.
And that is...
Would you ever fight in a Rough and Rowdy?
I think it depends. Do I get paid? Probably not. I think it all depends on who I would get to fight. I think if it was someone that I knew and knew I had a chance against, yeah.
But if it was a random...
I've never been in a fight before, so I don't know how confident I am. So no, probably not.
Yeah.
Unless there was really any inherent benefit.
Mm-hmm.
But if the most positive thing that could happen is that I win a fight, I don't know. I don't think it's worth it.
Yeah. I was telling you, man, if you give me 2 months preparation, right? And someone that I really got something against, like I was telling you about that guy that screwed me out of a couple. So this kid doing his first movie thinks he's a Hollywood big shot.
Yeah, I hope you're listening, man.
Right? Yeah, he's
sponsored.
Not. Yeah, whatever. Get out of here. Thinks he's a Hollywood big shot or whatever. Puts together this project, raises money based on my name being involved, and then just, casts a bunch of his friends in the movie after he gets the money.
So he just ditched you, right?
Screwed me out. Yeah, screwed me out of a couple $1,000s and just...
After he got people behind it, right?
Yeah, after he got people behind it, right?
That's messed up. So if you could fight him at Rough and Rowdy, if they came out and said...
I would fight him in Rough and Rowdy, but I would still need money to do it. I'm not gonna But the thing is, I'm fairly confident I would win. Actually, I'm 100% confident I would win.
There it is.
Because he's been defending himself for the past 6 months. He's been playing defense for the past 6 months, right?
We got to get this set up.
I know. I've been
Lexington, Kentucky.
Dude, no, exactly. I have an actual reason to have anger.
That'd be cool.
I know. He's just a coward, so we'll see what happens.
Dang!
Yeah. If I see him on the streets in LA, bro, it's on site.
Hey, let us know, man.
It's on site. I'm not
Lexington,
even kidding.
Kentucky, or on site.
Or on site. You pick, bro.
I'll be either way. I'll just be drinking beer, watching.
Yeah, bro. I'm telling you, I'm telling you, on site with me and him is on site, dude. If I see him in LAX waiting for his bags, bro, he better run to his Uber and leave his bag there.
You gonna get bagged, boy.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, I didn't mean to stir that up, but.
No, dude, didn't stir anything up. I'm completely content with life. I love life. It's
Peace,
just
love.
Dude, I just haven't had a chance to talk about it. I don't say a name for a reason.
Sure.
It's like, obviously, there's still a chance that I could get bored and just sue him one day and get my money. But,
Is that how it works?
Yeah,
just
dude.
Get bored and do it?
Yeah, dude. I mean, I have like 2 years to figure out what I want to do. And that's like 2 years after the movie comes out. So like probably like 3 years now. I'm like 110% confident the movie will be terrible and do nothing.
So at the end of the day,
no, yeah. So at the end of the day, if he wants to promote his movie next year by getting his ass kicked by me and Rough and Rowdy 10 or whatever, then I'll be more than happy to let him have it.
Let us know, boy.
Anyways,
next topic.
I digress. Jeez, dude, I never get angry, dude. I try to stay fairly positive.
You are, yeah. You're even keel all the time.
But and I feel like you can attest to this because you've known me for forever. But when I get mad about something, dude, I get heated.
Yeah.
Everyone
has it. Yeah.
Yeah, and it used to be about small, stupid stuff, and like now I've realized what's big and important and what's small and stupid. Screw me out of a couple G's. That's now you're messing with my money. You mess with my
Come on, boy.
You mess with my money, dude. Different
You're messing with me.
Yeah, different conversation rather than and there were a few other things that happened that I'm not happy about, but I'm not gonna put it out there just yet.
We're gonna digress again.
I'll put it out in that rough and rowdy call out.
Bring, bring.
Yeah, bring.
Let us know, Pat McAfee.
Yeah, Pat McAfee, Dave Portnoy, Big Cat, hit me up. We can figure out a number that works for both of us, and fly this sucker out from wherever he's hiding at, and I'll show him how it's done.
That'd be sweet. I would love to go cheer you on.
Dude,
that'd be fun, man.
I'm telling you, I would truly enjoy doing that.
And if they put you up in a hotel, I would hope that I could sleep on your couch so I wouldn't have to pay for my own.
Okay, cool.
We can work out logistics later.
Of course.
That's okay.
Yeah, because we have to get the whole friend base out there, right?
Yeah, we'll be there.
And all of the listeners are going to want to come too. That's the thing.
We'll see you guys there.
Yeah, we'll see you guys there.
What's the date?
I don't know. October 6th is the date of the next Rough and Rowdy.
That's the date? Okay.
If it was then, I would literally need to drop everything and start training now. And we had talked about this, dude. I cut alcohol, pop out of my diet, and start eating like I care about my body. I feel like I could be in some good condition
of course you could.
to fight in 2 months. Because, I mean, we were pretty well conditioned for soccer. I'm probably...
like riding a bike, I bet.
Like riding a bike. Get out of here. The thing that's going to be difficult is I actually want to like take the training seriously. Like I want to like take boxing classes and stuff. And
yeah, I wonder how much that would cost.
I don't
feel like
care.
That can't be cheap.
I don't care. It's a pride thing at this point, dude.
Yeah.
Pride versus prejudice, dog.
It's October 5th, Friday, October 5th.
All right.
Close enough.
Yeah, man. If any of you guys know Dave Portnoy, personally, I'm sure someone does.
Someone out there.
Yeah.
We'd appreciate the connection.
Let's do it, dude. I'm hyped about it. Let's do it now. Cool. We'll move on to the next topic. So, a couple weeks ago, we had talked about Shane Dawson because he did a documentary series on Tana Mojo and that failed YouTube convention, TanaCon. I don't know if you remember.
Yeah, I do remember hearing you talk about it. That's the most that I got out of it.
Recently, he did a 5-part docu-series with this YouTube star, I guess that you could say, really an all-time internet star, by the name of Jeffree Star. And Jeffree Star was big on MySpace, got a record deal with Akon, translated to YouTube, and then started a makeup line. And now the videos that he makes are more condescending, like, oh, I'm so rich, like, I'm so, like, you're so poor type of stuff. Yeah. But it's funny. His fan base likes that, right? And, like, his whole shtick is, like, he wears $1,000, like, Gucci outfit, like, crazy Gucci outfits. He has hair extensions. He does the makeup thing. He's very eccentric with what he does. He's very talented at what he does. Yeah. But in this docuseries, he revealed that he makes $150 million a year.
Ooh.
That is crazy money.
Wow. So that's mainly off of YouTube, or
I'd say that's mainly off of makeup.
So he's got his own makeup line that he sells.
He revealed that he has rental properties. He revealed that he has his makeup line. He owns a company for fan apparel for like YouTubers and bands and stuff. I mean, just like such a great entrepreneur.
Yeah,
house in Calabasas down the street from Kourtney Kardashian. Yeah. Like pink Lamborghini, custom Tesla, like the whole 9 yards, right?
Just makes me wish I would have came up with these ideas first.
Jeffree took Shane in this room, one of the closets that they had.
Okay.
$300,000 Birkin bag, which is like a custom Hermes bag that they only release a couple of a year. He's like, oh, this is like an investment property, right? I keep this for 10 years and now it's $1 million bag. I just don't think about that stuff that way because it's a purse. But there's other people that make $150 million a year that have no problems. But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And Shane was like, how much money do you think is in just this room in clothes and purses? And he's like, oh, I don't know, $6 or $7 million. Like just stacks of Gucci stuff with the tags still on it that have never been worn. Like, it's just like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we talked about this the other night. Just about like more money than you know what to do with.
Yeah, sure. I mean,
I feel like that's definitely like the point that he's at now. I'm sure he knows what to do with it. Clearly,
he can find something.
Goes to Gucci a lot. He has 3 assistants too. And he probably doesn't have more because then he couldn't fit him, his boyfriend, and more than 3 assistants in a car.
Yeah, true.
You have 4 assistants. One has to stay home.
You only got so many seats. Yeah, exactly. That's a good point. Yeah, I don't really know that I have much input on.
Yeah, you don't follow the YouTube world.
Well, and I know who he is. I've seen what it is, but I mean, really, he's got money. Like, yeah, but
I just think that's crazy. That's like one of the only people from YouTube I know that have actually taken their platform and turned it into a crazy size entity. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I think, again, I don't have a ton. I'm not in the YouTube world much, but I feel like that's something that everyone would try to do, obviously is expand and grow into new things. But being a brand is important in yourself, so you can put your name on something and it makes money.
Yeah.
Similar to Kanye West or what's her name? I don't mean to put them in the same conversation. The girl, Bad Baby.
Oh.
She's not any good at anything, but because people saw her, they'll pay for her. So it goes for any medium, but being able to make your name important can make bread.
No, I completely agree. No, I think that just what he's been able to do is just crazy.
Yeah.
That's just insane.
And it's interesting how we work as consumers.
Yeah.
To see something and want to give our money to that person. Just funny to look at the logistics behind why people are drawn to certain people. And there's no handbook, you know what I mean? To make people like, it's interesting to see who gets popular, who doesn't, and for what reasons. YouTube, I saw some list and there's tons of people that are millionaires based, like, in their main income is from YouTube.
I think that there's 200 or 300 that are making over $1 million from YouTube a year.
Think about that, man. That's insane.
I completely agree. When I started making videos, I think that there were 20. Like, that's just crazy growth. But the thing is, on Google Ads, YouTube takes half of that money. So if they're making $1 million, YouTube's making $1 million off of them.
Wow. And that's kind of something that me, as not being in that world really, I'm like, how does YouTube have that money to pay them?
Yeah.
So I don't really know. Yeah, I mean, that's interesting to see how.
Yeah, I mean, how it works is obviously just like an advertiser comes to, load in ads to their Google ad account. And then they can pick like, oh, we want to advertise this on YouTube. And then when it plays, they'll like set a bid. So like say you're the San Francisco Giants and you want to put a video before a video ad before a video, right? You upload that video to Google Ads and you say, I want to pay half a cent every time this plays, right?
Sure.
So anytime,
which sounds like nothing, but
no, exactly. But it will run half a cent's actually, I think, pretty expensive for a single ad run, but whatever. Those videos, it's all set up on a bid system. So say the Cincinnati Reds bid a penny per video. So theirs is going to play more often until they run out of ad budget, and then it's going to play the Giants for half a cent, right? But it will still, that's why the money is so variable, because the bids are so variable. There's no set, like, it's still the Wild West. It's crazy.
Sure. Huh. Interesting. It's funny how cookies work too. On Google, I
thought you were talking about like chocolate chip.
Oh, but oatmeal butterscotch are my favorite.
Really?
Yeah. I know I brought up my mom before, but I'm gonna bring her best oatmeal butterscotch cookies I've
never had them.
Oh, dude.
Jennifer, what's up with that?
We'll have her bring some down.
I know. I need to bring your dad a bottle of Evan Williams White Label. I'm sure he's out by now.
Yeah, he is. He'd be up for that. But yeah, I was looking at cars just for fun. I was like, how much would a truck cost?
Yeah, because you want an F-150, don't you?
Something like that.
Okay.
But they're so expensive. But anyway,
how much are trucks?
It's like $50,000 at least for a new like F-150 or
And that's
Silverado
like with
or
the
Tundra.
step and like all the cool things.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure if you got a little more
bit,
dumbed down, but still, I mean.
Raised a little bit with some cool tires. And have you seen Eddie's truck that works here?
I have.
Eddie's truck's baller.
Yeah.
I'm sure Eddie's probably here right now. He got it raised and he has those big tires on it. And he's got the step.
I don't know that I'm all about that. I mean, it's awesome. I don't think that I would ever.
I wonder what kind of towing power that has.
We could ask him.
Yeah.
I don't know.
The funny part, I think, is a lot of the towing power that's put in trucks is completely unused because, like, I feel like a lot of people that own it are people like me and you who are from the burbs, and then we move to the city, and then it's like we just want a truck because,
we just
like,
want to look like we're from the burbs.
Exactly, because when we grew up in the burbs, like, it was cool to have a truck, and then we come to the city and like everyone has like Beamers and Mercedes.
So we got to show our roots, right?
Yeah, exactly. And then we have this big truck with a ton of towing power and never tow anything.
I wouldn't. That's exactly. I would never tow anything. There's no point for me to have. I can help you move. I have room, you know. But
dude, wouldn't you hate that though? You spend $50,000 on a truck, and then everyone asks to help you move. It's like, you want to throw your shit in my $50,000 truck?
You're making me reconsider.
Yeah, I know. I'm not trying to sell you out of a truck.
Yeah, I think it'll be a long time.
For 50 G's, you can get. Dude, for 30 G's, you can get that new Tesla. That Model 3.
Yeah.
I know you don't.
I know you're a Tesla fan.
You don't love Tesla as much as me, but
I don't discriminate, man. A new car, doesn't matter to me. Bum, 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 bum. It's a Buick.
Oh my gosh!
You don't even know it's a Buick.
They talk about rebrand.
Yeah, and I think it's working. I mean, I don't know anything about the logistics of how much better they're doing, but I mean, we all saw Buick falling into the ground.
I think it was
I see them on the road now.
I think that they were falling up to the ground because Tiger Woods was their spokesperson.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that helped.
It took him... Dude, can you imagine? Let's talk about the worst night of Tiger Woods' life. He's taking a bunch of pills. He's drinking a bunch. He gets in an argument with his wife where she finds out he has 27 mistresses.
Just another Tuesday.
He tries to drive down the street. She throws golf clubs through your back window, and then you wreck and pass out. And then...
but wait.
It's all over the news. And then all your mistresses are doing interviews. All of them are doing interviews on Good Morning America. And like the paparazzi are following your ex-wife to preschool to pick up your kids. And it's just like...
And that tore him up, dude. You could see it on his face. It was...
Did you see the highest ratings like in golf in like 10 years came when Tiger was in the chase to win?
Yeah, he was.
A couple weeks ago. The people love Tiger. We need Tiger.
Bring him back. He's like the Floyd Mayweather of...
No, he's better than Floyd Mayweather.
Well, for someone like me, I would only watch boxing if Floyd Mayweather is boxing. Or Rough and Rowdy. I would only watch golf if Tiger's golfing. You know, he makes so much money for that sport. It's ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of it is because of that. People know his name.
Yeah. I think that the thing about Tiger Woods is like America loves the comeback story. America loves the story of the underdog, and they love the comeback story.
Sure.
That's just what we love. That's in our blood, dude. We love that. Right?
Yeah, I mean,
we love watching people fall, but we love them. We love watching them get back up. And dude, there would be nothing crazier than seeing Tiger win a couple more.
And he looks pretty good now. He's finishing well. Yeah, I mean, why do you think everyone hates the Steelers and Patriots? They always win, man. We want to see something new.
The Steelers really haven't won that much.
The Steelers?
No.
I think they've got 6 rings, dude.
Who cares? Did you hear that joke?
I think
how long does it take two Steelers fans to change a light bulb? They'll never get it changed because they'll just keep talking about the past 6 that work.
Yeah, I mean, that's a sore subject for me. I'm a very
lifelong Cincinnati sports
big non-Steelers fan.
I want to make a documentary about how our life has been inherently shitty because we've been Cincinnati sports fans.
We were born into this shit.
We haven't seen, dude, the Reds getting to the ALCS in 2010 and then getting swept. Yeah, NLCS. They got swept. The Bengals make it to the playoffs and just get obliterated.
Yeah, we were born in 1996.
Yeah.
You were born in 96 too? And so since we've been born, no Cincinnati sports, neither the Reds or the Bengals have won a playoff game / series. They haven't been past the first round of the playoffs our whole lives.
I thought the Reds won a series. Did they not even win a series?
No.
Jeez. Holy cow.
It's a real moment to think about.
Man.
It sucks.
I think that's why people can get behind the soccer team here, though.
Yeah, because they win.
They're not top division, but next year they will be. And, dude, the U.S. Open was some of the craziest games I've ever been to.
Yeah, it was wild. We've been to a few. We didn't go to any of the Open games, but the energy around the soccer atmosphere here is huge, which is awesome for people like us.
Yeah.
We played in school, and in elementary school, everyone would give a shit for playing soccer. And
that's the funniest thing. It's like people would make fun of us for playing soccer, and we'd go like 23-4, and then everyone would be at the football games, and they went 0-11 our senior year. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I think it was
they won like 2 games the last 2 years of high school.
Yeah, Northridge.
Yeah,
that was it.
Northridge is a punching bag, though.
Yeah, exactly.
The Northridge Polar Bears, and they're in Dayton. Like,
yeah, and I don't want to throw any shade, but
no, I'm throwing shade, dude.
Yeah, but
Northridge, you're a punching bag, dog. I'll fight someone in rough and rowdy from Northridge.
It's just funny how when we were kids, soccer was so dumb, and then when we got to senior year, like everyone wished they had played.
I know, dude. Let's talk about something Coach Oster brought up the other night. Coach Oster's our soccer coach from high school. He brought up that 48 people were trying out for soccer and 45 were trying out for football.
Wow.
You think that's because of all these studies coming out, making their way to the burbs, and parents stop wanting their kids to play that?
You think about it, man. Could you imagine putting your daughter in a football helmet and letting them go?
Well, no, but I couldn't imagine putting anyone that I love. I couldn't imagine them putting on a football helmet.
So, and it's interesting because you want to let your kids do the things they love, but it's scary because it's very real.
Yeah.
And it's out there and it's everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a huge factor. I think that football has a lot of changes they're going to have to go through in the next 10 or 20 years.
Yeah. I was talking to a friend the other day about that exact thing that, about the numbers. And I mean, I think that I've come to the conclusion that either, one, you're going to have to start paying these NCAA football players. You're going to have to, dude. They're making so much money, and you're going to hit a shortage here soon. Probably in the next 10 years, you're going to see a major shortage.
Yeah, it will be interesting to see.
Or two, I think that the entire competitive system moves to like an indoor football league because it's faster, it's less players, you can play at any time of the year, and it's higher pace, harder hitting, but it's like I feel like the field's so small, you can't hit full stride on anyone. Yeah, so even though the hits are hard, they're like, and they look full speed. It's like
less impact.
Yeah, it's medium speed. Essentially. Sure, you know what I'm saying.
Those people just have so much power, dude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? These are like the most elite athletes in the world playing this sport.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd be curious to see if there are statistics that show it's like that people that play arena football now get significantly less concussions, and you can get fans on board.
I think arena football is more exciting to watch. Higher scoring games.
Yeah.
You have like you're literally right next to the.
You're there. I'm a traditional. I feel like I've not spent enough time with arena football.
Dude, the field goal posts are like literally probably the size of the strip. They're like 10 feet wide or something.
Yeah, it's almost like semi-pro hockey when you go to an arena football game.
Exactly. It's great. Which is awesome. It's a great atmosphere. You can do dollar beer night. But just imagine the Bengals not having a 90-man roster and them having a 20-man roster.
Yeah.
And then you just watch the best of the best.
Play on both sides of the ball, yeah. I think something will happen. I'm not sure whether that'll be one or the other. The NCAA thing, I don't want to hop around too much, but I feel like I'm almost on the opposite end of the spectrum. I feel like these kids get, like if you're good at football, you get your tuition paid.
Yeah.
And like for someone like us, we live in Ohio. If we go to Alabama to play ball, get our tuition paid, how much is that? It's probably $80,000 over the course of 4 years.
Probably, yeah.
If you're getting room and board, tuition, clothes. So, I mean, there's obviously this big conversation about is tuition enough? Is it not enough? Obviously, the NCAA is making a ton of money.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Last I checked, the NCAA wasn't filed as a 501c3 nonprofit, so they're out here making money on these kids. In the words of Cardell Jones, I didn't come here to play school.
I come here to play school, boy.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think that says it all.
Yeah. I think it's an interesting dynamic to think that you go to college. No.
Here's the thing. If you take out the graduation rule that they have to be in school before they can go to the NFL, they have to be in for at least 2 or 3 years or whatever. If you take that rule out and give them the opportunity to go straight to the NFL, I think that then you can eliminate the conversation of paying them. But you're forcing them to play there. I
guess that's a good point.
Instead of playing in the minor league or instead of being in a developmental league where they can still get paid and make money.
Right.
Like, I think that's the big thing that Melo and LiAngelo and all the Ball brothers or whatever opened my eyes to, is they could go to Lithuania, they can make 50 stacks a season, and
where's the top, though, if you're playing ball in Lithuania?
I guess
they could come back. Yeah, true. It's a good point.
He's 16 making 50 stacks to play basketball.
Yeah, do you think he'll come over to... I mean, so how's that work? So Can he come over when he's 18 if he's playing in Lithuania right now?
He'll just get drafted like any overseas prospect would. Like Andre Kirilenko or Dirk Nowitzki or any of those guys who didn't play in college. They played overseas and then got drafted when they were 18. But now he's playing in the JBA, which is that league that his dad started.
Right.
That doesn't look like it's going too well, just from what I can see, based on people in the stands and all of that stuff. But first year of anything probably isn't.
You never know, man. I feel like it's hard to rule it out.
I don't know, but I'm a big proponent, dude. If you think that you can go pro and make money at 16,
more power to you.
Go get your money, dude.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. So maybe they open a separate like developmental minor league. You know what I mean, for kids that age.
Maybe.
But for the NCAA, they don't want to lose all the top athletes to that if that ends up being a better route. It's interesting. Yeah, I guess I never really saw it that way.
And with sports gambling about to become legal in every state, I mean, dude, you're talking billions of dollars being thrown in college football probably every weekend.
Oh yeah, which makes it that much more sticky.
Dude, it's definitely a sticky situation. Like, Cincinnati plays Toledo. I bet at least probably $1 million is bet on that game. You know what I'm saying? Random games.
Yeah, random games like that. Sure.
Like, it's like Army plays Butler.
Tulane.
Yeah, whoever. Yeah,
sure.
It's like people are still throwing money on those games.
You don't need to be a blockbuster game to make a lot of money. Yeah, I think you're right.
So it's like, and then these kids, like, here's the other thing, dude. Kid goes to Army and plays football. He's getting his tuition free either way. What's that conversation? And not only that, even if he plays football, he still has to put in the service time afterwards.
Well, so that's a choice. He does have to do it if he goes there, but he doesn't have to go there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I guess that's my opinion as someone that's neck deep in college debt. I guess I just see a lot of value in getting all your college paid for, and I guess I never really thought about, well, this is where they could be.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? They are making a lot of money by getting their tuition paid for, but they could have this.
Do you ever think about going to one of the armed forces schools?
No, I didn't. And
my uncle went to West Point, and
what was that like? Did he talk much about it?
No, I think that it was. Obviously very strict and
sure.
And I don't know, just haven't talked to him about it. Maybe I'll have him on and talk about it.
Yeah, I think it'd be interesting to know the dynamic. He's a cool guy.
He has a bunch of stories. He's like a federal prosecutor. He is the federal presence whenever a president comes into town. And my 1 o'clock's here. Sorry.
It's all good.
So we'll wrap this up. But he's the federal presence whenever president comes in town. So he traveled with Obama's crew. So if someone rushes the stage or whatever, like, he's that person.
He's
exactly.
Front line.
Yeah, no, he does a lot of cool stuff. So like when Trump comes through and all that stuff, any president.
Right.
But yeah, man, I didn't have a ton of money set aside to go to college. I didn't have any money really set aside to go to college. Bro, I mean, like, we grew up in like, so like I think I looked into the Air Force.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I'm not
really.
Yeah, but so like here's the thing that they got me on is like, oh yeah, you can come here and be a photographer in the Air Force. And then I realized,
how long did it take you to find out that was bullshit?
Dude, I looked up, I put marketing agency for the United States Air Force. And it's
they
like
outsource it?
Yeah, they outsource it to some company, and I was like, yeah, exactly. If they would have got me to sign up, and then I realized I wouldn't have been able to get out of that. This is a whole different conversation, but I do think that there's a lot of bait and switching that goes on in the armed forces when you get these kids to sign up that don't have the money for another option and don't think that they have any better option.
Strong arm.
They get them, they get them signed up. They strong arm them, and then 2 or 3 years in, they realize they're screwed. And then they're out and screwed and have no idea what to do in life. They're back to where they began.
I would be curious to see different testimonies and stuff like that.
Whole nother, dude, that's a whole nother, I could talk for an hour about that. I just think that a lot of the recruiting techniques are very slimy, but whatever. Anyways, we'll wrap it up. I appreciate you coming on. Make sure that you check out our sponsor. They keep us afloat, and make sure that Jeremy gets compensated for helping us out.
Trying to make a check, man.
Yeah, man. Just trying to pay our sound guy. And until next time, drink the milk straight out of the cow's titty.